All right, we're live. Howdy, folks. I'm Brandon Tomlinson. I'm going to be your MC, GM, or whatever it might be tonight for the finale of Season 2. Really our, what we consider our, long-form season, which is, more than 4 or 5 episodes. So yeah, we're hopefully going to be wrapping all of that up tonight. See where things go. I'm prepared to be surprised. We've got music brought tonight by Tabletop. Gosh, say it wrong again. Patreon. Tabletop RPG music. Patreon. I have a sweet Foundry plugin that lets me automatically just switch between looping audio sets that are all really well done. And yeah, they'll let you use it on streams and stuff as long as you just pitch them. So I'm doing that thing right here at the front because it's pretty freaking awesome. Yeah, let's go ahead and roll with the intros. Ryan, kick it off.
Yes, hi, I am Ryan and I'll be playing Hero, the Hexblade.
Heck yeah. Kai?
Cheerio, everybody. I'm Kai. I will be playing Crane for the last time. I'm excited.
Oh yeah. Justin?
This is Justin Bourne, acting for the Giga Lad, Chad Squatch Waterloo, the Barbarian Extraordinarian. Lead us into play, Dungeon Master.
Chris?
Oh yeah, I forgot about
Hey,
my bad.
yeah, you forgot me. I appreciate that.
Moving forward, though. Anyway, no, go ahead.
I'm Chris. I'm playing Skyer the Witch.
Heck yeah. So, on our last episode, we left with not a cliffhanger, but a tense note as the party finally made it back into the city of the Savior. A ruined city now, bombed out, mankind being hunted by robots up above. They made their way through the sewers and were led to an underground resistance area right under Argyle's Red Diamond Market. Led by none other than Argyle himself. Therein, Niobe managed to basically convince everyone that, maybe doing terrorist attacks and bombings in the buildings, stuff to destroy the occupiers was not the best idea, and was about to propose a plan of her own. I think that's where we're going to open up. Kai, take it away.
Yes, absolutely. I truly, definitely have a plan. Okay, guys. So, the plan I thought of is using our friend, who has some special abilities that allow for him to interfere with and essentially change the programming of these robot roach things that are running around the city of the Savior. So if we get him to a central or major communication center, we can essentially allow for him to hack into their communications, broadcast a signal large enough to impact all of those that are in the city as long as they are tuned into that frequency. Does that make sense?
The people around Argyle are just kind of suddenly they were feeling confident, now they're a little insecure, a little confused. But you rolled really good on that charisma roll, so they're one of the dudes is yeah, makes sense to me, and then everyone else kind of grunts yeah.
So essentially, instead of having to fight handfuls of hundreds of these things, we can go broadcast a signal and turn all of them off, go fight the main big bad guy that's doing all of this in the first place, because the robots are really just puppets or tools, and kind of end this thing while we will still be able to return to the city of the Savior, have our lives, maybe not as the exact same as they were, but in some capacity as we have expected them to be in this city.
They're on board and they're just cheering now. They're ready. Argyle's in the back a little annoyed. This is a high-level plan. What are you planning to actually do? Trying to naysay it. I've heard all the ideas, but how?
Well, there's two different ideas. So they're heading to They're heading to Port Gunning. They're heading to the coast because they're going to attack Liney's for some stupid fucking reason. So we can either use that and give that to buy us time to either go to Saviour's Creations where they created all these robots in the first place, because there must be some sort of way to control or broadcast some signal that's giving them commands, or we can find some specific, by maybe taking out a few, following their own signals, hacking into their own communications via one or another, because alone they're not that hard to take out, and kind of trace that signal back to its origin point.
Roll. Let's just do a fresh charisma roll here to see if you're able to technobabble people into compliance. This is a solid strategy in life.
Cool. Would you say this is Defy Danger charisma or just regular charisma?
Yeah, they're not really like threatening you or anything.
Okay, I still get a +1. I was just hoping that I would get advantage. Okay. 6, 7. It's a 7. It's not actually a failure.
Why is it a 7?
I get +1 because of
Oh, right.
something that I have that I promise I'm not lying about. Mortiflame.
All right then, it's a 7. So they're all definitely like a little confused on like the veracity of this plan, or kind of like how well it's going to work. So Argyle has an opportunity to step in. All right, we'll do what you've got to say. We'll carry out your plan. Yeah, but if it doesn't work, we're also going to take some of the guys and we're going to set up explosives all along the dock edge. Blow it sky high if anything goes wrong. Fair?
As long as you're not blowing up the entirety of the city, I don't really see an issue, because I don't like them either. And also, Liney's tried to fuck me over like 2 weeks ago, so I'm happy with them being gone as well.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the Lionese. But we got to do the right thing.
Yeah.
All right, well, Argyle like takes his like, what's the pattern, like a red pleated shirt type of thing, and like tightens it up, and we have a deal then. What do y'all do? Everyone starts to get into motion. They're like getting ready to mobilize, I guess. So they're like getting their armor on, getting various pieces of gear and stuff like that. What are y'all up to?
I guess I just have a general question. So these guys have been fighting them the entire time that we've been out of the city, right?
Yeah.
So would they have any intel or idea of like, this is their like headquarters, this is where they come from, this is where they report back to after they do their rounds, like any information at all about that, or have they just been like taking out one cell at a time and not really tracking them?
I'm gonna definitely say that it comes down to a die roll here. So we've got basically a discern realities, and you're using them as the vector by which that information would have been gained, I suppose, right? So let's go ahead and do a discern realities, and have advantage on it because of the. I'll say that like having the spies in the city give you advantage.
Do I have to roll it?
Who wants to ask the questions?
Not me. I'm buying Chad Squatch.
Sasquatch.
You got it.
I think. Oh, okay.
No, I probably wouldn't be very good for this. I don't think.
Chris,
What should I
I think this is Skyers. Yeah. Well, you have access to. You know, you're about to try and pull off this major operation, right?
Yeah.
We've got a dog misbehaving.
Uncover their secrets. Skyer.
So I mean, think about what you would.
What is that about? Hero?
Consult the spies to find out.
I am using a voice modulation device.
Keep it. This is perfect.
Don't bring attention to me.
Okay. What? Well, I'll take Niobe aside and say, well, I'll ask him a few questions if you'd like me to. What should I ask?
absolutely. I guess there's multiple things, but like, what here is useful and valuable to me? What happened here recently? To see if there's any like specific attacks or things that led to them retreating in some sort of way. We kind of know what's about to happen, at least from the intel that we've already gathered about the attack at the port. And we kind of already know who's in control here. So I guess things here that are useful to us, what we should be on the lookout for, and anything that maybe these spies have seen or witnessed that they haven't really told us as of yet.
Should discern some of these realities, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I feel like you should do that.
All right.
I'll
It's
say
a wisdom roll with advantage.
Okay. I've noticed they're very determined to blow up the city for some reason.
Yeah, I don't really like that very much.
We all remember what's at the docks, right? Roll another d6. And we will replace the 2 with it, potentially. Unless it is a 1.
Hey.
That's a 10.
Nice.
So with the Emperor now docked at the right at the seat of the Pacific Ocean, right? Recently, whereas a lot of the communications between the robots was definitely like a mesh network, and as they'd move out of range of each other and stuff, they would lose kind of link and stuff like that. And so that's ultimately what you were trying to like use and manipulate is that network. A lot of it has been centralized around the Imperial airship that's over there now. But that's not really that useful, and you could have probably imagined that. They haven't really been touching a lot of the industrial areas in like a destructive and bombing way.
Who, the robots or the guerrilla fighters?
The robots or the guerrilla fighters. So there were some initial explosions that happened out that way, but there hasn't been any more massive destruction there, and it looks like largely it's been like rebuilding. I said that is something that is potentially useful or valuable here.
And
y'all
that's
have
the
a
red
specific
area,
thing.
is that correct? Sorry to interrupt.
Say it again.
That's like the reddish colored area on our
That is
map?
the reddish area
Okay.
on the map,
Cool. Just wanted to gotcha.
kind of the southeastern, right up to the docks. Is there a specific question y'all want to have? Because I will give it to you because you got that 10. Probably.
Why is the Emperor coming to the city?
It's been his lifelong project to take over this area. He's tried numerous times in the past, and he's happy to be here to see it finally done. What's the bomb I just dropped there, y'all?
He's tried before.
That, right? Like, this city hasn't been sieged in hundreds of years.
Oh, so he's fucking Gandalf.
How could you do this, Gandalf?
I believe we need to attack the Emperor if we get a chance.
should we do this all together or accomplish these tasks simultaneously, separately?
What if we did them in order? If we just did like the disconnection of the robots, and then we'd be close enough to the Emperor, and then go at him?
What do you believe their response would be? I assume it wouldn't. Go ahead, Niobe?
No, keep talking.
Oh, I was just going to say that I would assume if we were to halt the communications between these servants, that something were to happen after that in response from this Emperor, you said?
I feel like we may need a distraction though. Like, we got that information that the industrialized areas haven't really been attacked anymore, but in fact have been being rebuilt, which is probably how they're making more of these things and continuing to get them out, which is why the guerrilla fighters haven't been that successful in retaking the city. So maybe we have to split forces in the sense of maybe we siege and attack in the industrial area, try to make them think that, oh, we're just trying to seize the means of production, but in reality we have another team that is going towards the aircraft, because we have to get onto that, get you onto that ship and be able to hack those communications, and then we'll be close enough to the Emperor to kill him. But if we just all go straight to the Emperor, it's going to be a lot more of a battle than trying to stealth onto that ship or something. Like, maybe we let Argyle's men blow some shit up, you know?
Well, they seem to be very good at that.
Or just eager. I'm not quite sure that they're good at it.
Oh.
Well, we know that we need to get Hero to the Colossus statue. Is that still the best course of action?
I believe that is near where the airship is located. Is that correct in my assessment?
Relatively, right? Like, so the Colossus, De La Rhodes is there, and the Emperor's ship is about here.
No, it's about a ways away.
Zone-wise, it's one zone over. But it's
Where's
also
the-
kind of right around here.
Okay, that's where the statue is.
We should get real accurate in here. So, based on there, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was thinking that the Emperor ship would probably be over here. It's probably like over here, actually.
I can keep an eye on the ship, see how it reacts to the chaos like Hero is likely to cause.
But don't we have to get Hero to the ship, or do we just have to get him to the Colossus?
I
To
believe
the Colossus, I presume.
somewhere where I could connect to the greater whole, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Because we just learned that the network is centralized around the Imperial airship. Maybe that doesn't mean we have to be on it, we just have to get a large enough signal within its range to impact it.
So then we should focus on the airship then. And forget the statue.
I don't know. I just feel like the airship is going to be so insanely guarded if they're trying to.
You'd rather
Like
hack
start
the
a
airship's
siege.
Wi-Fi rather than actually siege the airship.
Yeah. So if we can hack it from the statue because it's fucking massive,
Mhm.
and I presume made out of metal or some sort of thing, that it will still be within range of the airship and therefore within the network of all of the other robots. So we do that, and then simultaneously, while that's happening, we send people to the industrialized area so they can't just like create more robots and send them to attack us. And once that happens, then we go for the airship because they won't have as many defenses against this.
Say you chat squatch, you're very quiet.
Well, just trying to figure it out. I guess it seems like we really just need to hack the Wi-Fi, as the voice in my head said. And then maybe we do that, and then we go to the statue. Like, I know we're aiming for the statue, but maybe we do that after, and we just kind of do a hack on the ship, and then go to the statue and do the big bomb.
But I think the hack needs to happen before we're on the ship. Like, I think we need to
Yeah, absolutely.
cut the fences down, but I guess we could do that.
It's exactly like Star Wars Episode 1. That's what I'm hearing.
The Speed Racer scene you're talking about?
No, I'm talking about the battle droids getting hacked on the field by Jar Jar Binks, master hacker, so that they could siege the station.
I did read in a book once about a war in the stars where some of the characters took out a few of the guards and then dressed in their uniform. And they were able to get into the big base by wearing the uniforms.
But how do we disguise ourselves as a robot?
Whoosh.
There were individuals that we encountered on the previous airship dressed in lab coats. Maybe we can
That is
Nice.
true.
find
that's
someone
true.
similar. I'm not sure about Chad Squatch though.
Just wheel me in on a stretcher, and then I'll act like I'm dead, and y'all just push me.
You could be our prisoner.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can say that we captured one of
The gorillas?
them. Maybe if we look, okay, plan, idea, not a plan, idea. So we killed those people in the airship, right? But they don't know that they were actually dead. They just know that the airship went down. What if we get some lab coats, make them look all burnt and tattered, and take Chad Squatch in as if, yeah, Chad Squatch took us down, but we captured one of them and on foot somehow made it back to the city, and are like here to bring him in.
That
Yeah,
sounds
that's-
plausible.
That's the episode 4 plan with more description.
We're getting to a Star Wars did it phase of our story.
I mean, literally, who was in handcuffs?
Yeah.
Right?
Well, let's try it.
Well, we would need to get lab coats first.
Would any of would any of the vendors or like people that I know within the city still be around? Like, would I have any way of contacting or communicating with them?
Like vendors, you said?
Like vendors or like any of the contacts that I had in the city prior to the fall? Because I know like a lot of people have left, but
I would say vendors is a regular role. General contacts is going to be at disadvantage.
okay. Oh yeah, because vendors are from the market, so it would be a little easier. So I'm like, there had to be a hospital in the city. I guess I will try. I've rolled so shit today. But probably has no memory. I think I'll try and contact one of the clothing vendors from the market and see if they just have anything that they haven't been using, or anyone who's been like creating and supplying the clothing that these people were wearing, or something like that.
Like a lab coat supplier? Am I understanding you right?
Well, just like a textiles, like
Yeah.
vendor.
Yeah. Oh. Okay, that's an interesting angle. Okay. I'll feed off of that previous thing from Skyer, and we'll go ahead and say that they also have like parts of the industry that are still functioning. There is like textiles and stuff.
Okay. Is like, what is the chance that they have scrap material or something around that they can quickly make or like have around? What would that role be?
I have no idea. We'd have to see when we get there. This is with the intent of making lab coats, right?
Making, scrounging, finding lab coats. They don't have to be good because we're trying to pretend that they're kind of fucked up, but they have to look realistic enough
Can we talk to the town?
before we like burn
people?
them.
Haven't
Yeah, I guess.
Not to give you too many ideas or too much guidance here, but
Please.
haven't y'all fucked up some dudes with lab coats before?
Yeah, but I don't think. Yeah, yes, we have. I ate one of them.
Hey,
Yeah.
just spit it back out and we're good to go.
No, I puked that guy into a trash can.
Oh,
Should we go back to the trash can?
They're still in the middle of the street.
how convenient. That's great. That's great.
Go and try and find them, and then
What about the
Take it up
townspeople?
from-
Do you think they would know of anything of where to find them lab coats?
I guess there's no harm in asking them.
You know what? And I think that's the best way to go about this. So let's do, they call it like a fortune roll, right? Someone just roll 2d6 straight for me real quick. I pick you, Chris.
oh, okay. Let's see. It wasn't Kai, at least. Oh, what? Did I
That's not a
roll
D6.
1d6?
Yeah.
8. Unless you roll. Oh, wait, no, that's just one.
7.
7. 7 is higher than 6. So, you did let's just solve this. They say, like, oh yeah, we took out this one building, had a bunch of those lab coaties in it. Here you go. Here's some lab coats. What are y'all doing?
Ooh.
I think we need to, like, burn them a little bit and, like, dirty them up.
Just rub them on my fur. I'll be fine.
Ew.
Very well. Let me try one on.
All right, so you.
That's,
All right, yeah, you guys have these like grungy, dirty. They were like in a building that fell on this dude who died in it, right? So maybe you clean out some of the blood, but not all of it.
Yeah. And I'm gonna set fire to, like, a corner of it and then put it out so it looks like some
Okay.
sort of, like, lasting effect from the crash ship is on it.
Okay.
I'll stop, drop, and roll. So
I would also turn back into a human because I've been a snake.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, let's see if this even works. Go ahead and throw those dice.
Snake doctor, come quick. We need you.
I wanted to see that.
Wait,
Okay.
so we've been doing this entire interview with those. Oh my gosh, I wasn't even thinking about it.
Bingo. Okay. Okay, that's just Cone. I need to get a 10.
Oh,
That's not a 10.
Oh, jeez.
Snake doctor. Well,
Four.
as a snake, you can still sneak in pretty easily, right? Or you're a huge snake, huh?
Yeah.
I'm a massive fucking snake.
Oh no.
Okay, maybe Skyer can carry both of us in. Will both of us with Hero, helping push the gurney or whatever.
We found these weird monsters.
Niobe, do you believe you could be maybe draped over Chad Squatch and Bane being a garment for just a moment while we
Fame
infiltrate?
being a garment.
Like a
just
boa.
like
You
a-
could be a boa on my, yeah.
Yes, or a scarf maybe. Just
Do I
something.
look like a scarf to you?
You do not.
You
However,
have certain
maybe
necktie quality to yourself.
maybe this beast who brought down our ship, has you as a pet, or maybe I don't know.
Familiar.
I'm just trying to look at the best case from
That's
all of
what's
this.
familiar.
I'm going to pretend you guys didn't say any of that because I'm highly offended by everything that was just insinuated of me being a pet or a piece of clothing. Why? Can I just lay on him
Oh yeah,
and just see what happens?
Yeah, that
Worst
would
comes to
be
worst, I fucking bite them.
You could
I
taper
think-
under the
I
gurney.
I'm trying to think of what a fitting turbo fail on this is. And I feel like it's you shrink to the size of snake that a kid would keep in a little terrarium.
A little
Cool.
ribbon snake.
Oh,
Super cool.
Not bad.
never mind. You're not as large as.
I'll just go in his fig bag.
Yes, the fig bag.
Yes.
I just
So,
thought that was one of his pockets.
Is Chasquatch wearing clothing?
I feel like it's his picture, right? No.
He just has
Yeah,
a
I'm not
fanny
going
pack.
in his bloody underwear, so I'll go in
Well,
his
it's his
fig
fanny
bag.
pack. He doesn't even have a underwear. It's a fanny
No, it's
pack.
a fanny pack. That
Nice.
I
I'll
can
go with
squeeze
the
you in
fanny
there.
pack.
Just
Great.
Chadsquatch, be sure to not close it all the way, so that way she has room to breathe.
a very
I'll
good
be
thought.
Yes, just leave it open, I guess. Skyr, it looks like the cloak fits well. Are you ready to pretend to be a,
I'm suddenly thinking back of all the people that Chad Squash has offered figs to.
Well, he's got a
Yes.
separate bag for his bag. There's a bag of
Oh, yeah.
mushrooms and figs inside of his fanny pack. We haven't mentioned the fanny pack since episode 1, maybe 2.
Okay.
It's been a long time. I forgot it even existed.
So I'm pretending to be the scientist. Hero is my personal bodyguard. Chad
Yes.
Squatch is my prisoner. Chad
yes,
Squatch is transporting Niobe.
correct.
Sounds like a plan. Let's do it.
All right. Bombs away. What do y'all do?
Oh, what
guess.
should we tell the Argyles group to do?
I think attack the industrial center, right?
Yes.
Get the distraction and also have their part of the bargain of being able to blow things up.
I agree.
Ooh.
Have them distract.
Argyle's
first.
going to chime in right there. He's, hold on. Why are we attacking that section of the city?
I hide.
So from reconnaissance, essentially, I'm talking as a tiny snake and just Chat Squatch's hand. They have been rebuilding, and essentially, the idea is that they've been creating more of these robots and rebuilding and doing more. So essentially, we need a distraction. And it can be a remote thing, so I don't want to put any of you or your men in harm's way, but it will be destroying some of their property to just pull some of their attention away. So either so we can get into position to disrupt communications, and if things do go wrong, it will be easier to get explosives to blow the whole thing sky high without a bunch of robots crawling around trying to stop you, because their attention will be pulled elsewhere.
All right. And he goes, but don't actually blow anything up. We need that stuff.
Blow what up?
Anything in the industrial area.
What are you guys using it for?
Well, I mean, once the city's no longer under siege, textiles and production, of course.
Yeah, I guess you don't have to fully blow anything up. Just make it seem as if you're going to blow things up. So
little
outside,
bombs.
around buildings, or
Okay,
things
okay.
in a threatening way.
All right, all right. And then they're kind of starting to understand the plan at work here.
Yeah, the goal is not to destroy the city, it's to make the city livable afterwards. But as you guys have probably been dealing with for the past however long that they've invaded, attacking one at a time or even a squadron isn't going to stop things unless we can split their attention and then go for the source.
Go ahead and to command these followers, go ahead and throw charisma, but add 1 because they have a loyalty of 1 to you.
So does that mean I'm adding 2?
You're adding your charisma modifier plus 1.
But can I also add because of Moth to Flame?
Yes.
Okay.
8 or 10.
12.
12.
Yeah.
Jeez Louise. Jeez.
Nice.
They all like salute, yes, Snake Lady, and then they go away. Like they go on their way.
That's Dr. Snake Lady. No.
Dr. Snake Lady. No, I've never been happy to be called Snake Lady. I'll take it. It's a 1 win for today. I'm gonna be a snake at least. I'm getting some respect out of it.
Okay, so they're marching off armed with various things, and what are y'all doing?
I guess we are heading to the airship now.
All right. Let's do some.
No, I was thinking a gurney, but I don't know if I should just be walked in and handcuffed Chewbacca style or in a gurney.
I
think walked in would be the easiest.
I think walked in is more realistic.
You just gotta keep really still, okay, Niobe?
Yeah. I'll plain dead.
Handcuffs, though.
I'll put your hands behind your back and hold them in place for you, Chad Squatch, as we walk.
So describe this formation of y'all walking through the cities. It sounds like it's Chad Scotch with the robot behind.
Yes, and then I guess to my side would be Skyer.
Yeah, I'm like on his left shoulder, kind of walking equally with him.
So they're both walking me towards the ship.
Yeah.
Me and vicariously Niobe as well.
All right. Who wants to, like, y'all are walking by and a robot patrol is going to pass by. Skyer, I think you're kind of going to be the face in this little situation here. Stop. Who are you? What are you doing?
Who are you to stop me? I'm on a very important mission.
Oh, we don't have any registry of you moving through these areas. Hold on, let me check with the
That's because
Central.
it's classified. No need to check.
roll parlay.
Great.
Ooh, 8.
Yeah.
Classified. What's the classified password then?
If I told you, I'd have to kill you.
He looks at you for a second and looks away. He's true enough. All right, keep your secrets. And they continue walking up the road.
Do they, as they walk up, do they have that gem like in their back?
They do.
We have that gem. I'm gonna just kind of place it in my back to kind of fit in, and then can I get a sense of any connection with them?
Oh yeah, definitely getting some Bluetooth vibes from that. general direction.
What are they thinking?
Patrolling area, patrolling area, patrolling area, patrolling area.
I'll look at Sky. Seems like you did a good job.
I guess that was close.
Yes.
Should we try to get up to the ship?
Of course. Is it in the air or on the ground or?
As y'all are approaching towards the docks, and I would say this is probably at the like southern end of the purple section of the map, right? So it's like you're right up to the docks. You can see this massive airship hanging over the water. It's dropped two giant chains, kind of anchoring it in place, or maybe four. Like two of them going back into the water, and two of them like latched into the brickwork in the actual port gunning stonework. Like they got these massive chains, and they have like all these pulleys that like drop down from the sides of it with like cable cars that kind of vertically descend.
I guess we didn't really think through on how we're getting up there. You only can take two on that broom of yours, correct?
I don't know. Never tried to take more than two. I guess now's as good a time as any to find out.
Niobe's going to whisper from the fanny pack. If you fly up there, they're gonna know you're not a part of it.
Yes, that's...
Yeah.
Well, how do you think they get people up there?
Must be a side hatch.
Did I mute out whenever I said cable cars that vertically ascend?
Oh,
Oh yes, there's cable cars that vertically ascend.
Some might
I
call them
didn't-
elevators, or exotic places might call them lifts.
I didn't see that. Good eyes, Sky.
Exotic places may call them.
Perhaps we should try one of those.
Yes, let's head towards it.
Yes.
All right, and so you can see like where one of those very like thick like metal cables drops down, and they have like a posted like little beachhead right there. Tons of guards, watching people
Oh.
coming in and out of there. What's y'all's approach here?
So our story is that we're part of that crash-landed ship. Did we have a name for it?
Oh. We're part of the crash-landed ship.
That was the name.
The ship that was sent to retrieve you, Hero.
Yes.
Just say it was a special task force trying to retrieve the variant or something. I need to stop talking now. I'm gonna get you all killed.
Ooh. Are these guards of robot descent?
Oh, 100%. You haven't really seen any flesh bags yet.
No flashbacks. Okay. Well, I think Skyer, you should handle this. But I will assist if needed. And I'll give him like a one eye gets closed and one eye gets opened.
All right then. Well, hopefully the gods will be on our side. Are you okay with this, Chad Squatch?
He yeah, he agrees.
I'll punch Shad Squatch in the stomach.
Yeah, there he is. And then he starts to weep and moan in pain. Or groan in pain, not moan in pain, groan in pain.
And then as we approach, I'll loudly say, "Stay still, prisoner."
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, just walk up to the elevator and try to get on it, like we're supposed to be there. Act like you belong.
Yeah, let's do like a defy danger charisma right here. I guess it's going to be Hero kind of leading the way with it.
Oh, okay. Hopefully this one is bad as I imagine. 4 and a 2 plus a 2, which is an 8.
Hello.
Nice.
As you're like starting to pass through, it's like, oh, get that prisoner up there, and it starts to look back and like, why do you glow a funny color?
it was the crash landing from what this prisoner, punch in the chest, caused.
Oh.
I need to be repaired immediately.
Yeah, I'm gonna let the doctors know that you're coming up and need immediate repairs. All right, they've been signaled.
Great. I am excited to feel better.
And it takes you sit there kind of awkwardly, probably about 3 minutes as you wait for a car to come down.
Goodbye, friends. And I'll get in
Goodbye.
there. Punch in the
Yes.
the ribs.
It's definitely like a metal, a bronze cage.
Is it actually a bronze cage?
It is actually a bronze cage. It has
This may
descended,
be bad.
it clings to the ground, and do you walk into it?
Yes.
Sure.
All right, as y'all enter the cage, the doors slam right behind you, and one of the robots like starts waving up, and the box ascends. What are y'all doing on your way up?
I'll apologize to Chad Squatch. I am sorry, Chad Squatch. It was just for dramatic effect.
Oh,
Is
I
anyone
understand.
else in
I
the cable
appreciate-
car?
No, it's just y'all.
Do not let the bronze touch me, or we're going to have issues.
Just stay in my bag. You'll be fine.
Chad, please don't swing your fanny pack around because it will cause problems.
He turns around just to look at Hero.
Stay
and
still,
gets a little bit
prisoner.
closer. Oh, yeah, sorry.
Doing alright in there, Niobe?
Not really. But I'm just. It's good that my role is to be quiet and not do anything because I don't think I could if I had to.
Sky, so the robots mentioned a doctor that will be looking to take me in. I think that is a good opportunity to find any sort of communication device. I believe we'll be split up at this moment. I guess you will take our prisoner from there. And what shall you two do? Find the Emperor?
Find the Emperor. Smash its face in.
Chris, you're getting closer to the Emperor.
Very well, if that's what you want to do.
Well, I'm
You go off and find a communication device, and we'll try to confront the Emperor if we can.
you seem hesitant. Is there something we should know?
I don't know what to expect when we get up there.
Very well.
There could be sweets.
How long is this elevator ride?
Probably like 4 or 5 minutes. That's why I'm trying to give y'all plenty of time to like talk through things.
Can I try to brew up some potions?
Is that a roll? How much time does it say you need?
Let's see. It just said, I'm pretty sure if I remember right, it just says whenever you have downtime.
I'm not gonna let this count as downtime.
Ah, why? Damn you. Okay, never mind.
This would have been a good thing to do in the sewer base.
Yes.
Could I eat a dungeon ration?
Yes.
Oh fuck! Can I also do? No, actually, I don't have rations. I don't normally need them, but I'm at 16.
You're in the ration bag. I think you can find plenty, right?
Yeah, I have like 12. I can share to everyone.
I'm gonna eat one of the skull mushroom things. Well, not the skull mushrooms, but the guy that got turned into mushroom.
But what does it do? It just says not tasty, but not bad either. It doesn't really say take this HP.
I think it's just part of Like or what's your intent there? Are you trying to get HP back?
Yeah, I'm at 13 out of 24.
Oof.
I'm at 16 out of 23, and I'm in a bronze cage. I guess
Oh.
Niobe will also say to the group, if he was working with my mother and also had the foresight to make these cages out of bronze, he is very much well and fully prepared for whatever we're going to bring. And that is a serious concern that we have to deal with.
This is feeling dramatic. That like the cart stops with a ding, and the cage opens up to the deck of a very steampunk clockworky ship. I'm imagining Super Mario World. Was it 3 airships, but like a little bit higher detail, a little gritty.
They're just randomly cannons shooting everywhere.
There are cannons everywhere.
Are there
also-
pipes everywhere also?
Yes, there are
belts.
pipes everywhere, and they are bronze. And so it's like just this like this slurry of steam pipes and stuff all going around to various things. Smoke billowing out the back, turbines, like rotating massive propellers.
Is there a doctor?
Oh yeah, and meeting you at the top are 3 people in lab coats. One of them is a man like with like spectacles. He like looks at you for a second. Oh, what did they do to you? He looks over to Skyer. I'm told you have a prisoner. Go on, do your business. Come with us. Unit. And he's like, he pulls out like a little device, and he's like, yes. H3R0. Come this way.
I'll look to Skyer, give him a nod, and yes, I shall follow, and I will begin to follow.
All
Very
right.
well.
Let's go
Actually,
with Hero for a little bit first, I think. They're going to lead you towards the front of the ship and kind of go down into an area. I don't think you've had the privilege of being in our mechanic shop on the Imperial flagship. Let's go get you plugged in. They're walking you to the front.
Yes. However, it appears my communication device seems to be malfunctioning. I no longer receive signals from the ship. Would we be able
that's
to take
not
care
good
of
at
that
all.
first?
Yes, give me your crystal.
Sure. I will then reach in my back and then pull it off.
Okay. They take the crystal and they're like, oh, this is interesting indeed. It is actually, as it came detached from you, stopped glowing the special color and just kind of went inert. That's interesting.
What seems to be the issue?
Let's get further into the lab, and they're gonna actually go open some doors in like a little outbuilding that's built onto the top of the deck, and they're gonna go down, and you're actually descending like 3 stories down into the ship. You see kind of hoses and stuff where it was like all bronze out there. You still see a lot of that, but there's now like pipes with like what looks like blood and stuff flowing through them, and there's crystals in little jars that are like floating in them.
Wow, this looks great. Amazing. Where are we?
This is where we cultivate the animating force that keeps you going.
Cultivate?
No need to worry about the details, but let's just surface level say that we recycle life to create life. And so they take you in there,
I
and
see.
they've taken down those like wooden tables with all sorts of like, I don't know, metal tools and stuff like that, and like like a little gym cutting table and stuff like that, and a metal pedestal in the center. And they say, stand on that pedestal, and we'll begin to calibrate you.
As I look around, do I see any maybe box or anything that I would think is important for this?
For the calibration, important for what?
Yes, the calibration as well as maybe anything. I'm looking for something that can communicate to the others.
Okay, mounted up in the top of this room like a giant chandelier is a glowing yellow crystal with various kind of hoses with like blue fluids and stuff coming out, and maybe even like a coiled around it, like almost like a you would think like an electromagnet type thing, but it's clearly not. It's just the brass tubing going around like this long glowing yellow crystal up there. You think that's the ticket?
That's what I want. Okay, let's see. What can I do here?
I'm gonna cut.
Okay, great.
All right, prisoner transport walking up the other way of the ship. You don't actually have an escort coming up through here. There are probably, so what will actually happen is one of the android robot guards will kind of walk up. Oh, prisoners? Yes, bring him this way, please.
Very well.
He looks
Oh,
like he's
suppose-
very strong, a very good. What do we call? What's the word we're using for? And then like another robot in the back. It's like the ones we juice to make more robots.
Sasquatch tightens his fist. I don't see it. It's like below his waist or whatever. But he's just
Like Arthur.
yes, total Arthur fist.
I have some interesting data that I need to share with the Emperor and his secretary. Will you tell me where he is?
The Emperor is probably up in his quarters at the back of the ship. What do they call it? Do they call it the High Castle? The something castle? Aft
Yes.
Castle? That's the words. Yeah, back in the Aft Castle, but you're not taking the prisoner there. You need to drop him off pronto. Here,
Yeah,
if you want, I can take care of that for you.
The Emperor asked me to bring this prisoner in personally himself. I want to make sure that he sees him before I store him away.
Alright, go ahead and roll Defy Danger Charisma as you try and convince this guy that you're on the level here.
Oh,
Fuck yes.
5 and a 5, that's a 10. You are successful. They're like, oh, my bad. I didn't mean to impede a official mission. I think I had heard that there was some sort of top secret operation, but we're not supposed to know. Anyways, yes, back towards the Aft Castle.
Very well. Let's go. I'll nudge Chad Squatch along. Do we get to a point? Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead. He's just gonna groan. And
Do we get to a point where we're by ourselves?
With that, you are left alone. If you need to be, you can be.
Niobe, can you come out yet?
With all of the bronze around here, I prefer not to.
what if I just opened up the fanny pack so you could kind of like hang out there like a kangaroo and a joey?
So the issue is, if I touch bronze, it's essentially as if, like, I'm Snake now, but Snake when I'm bronze is very different than anything you all have seen, and I will not be able to control my shape or form. Right? So it's an immediate giveaway as soon as that happens. So I'm happy to like hang out in the pouch, vibe here for a bit, but I really think I should wait until absolutely necessary to risk navigating this ship.
Very well. Just didn't want to leave you up.
I appreciate it.
Sky's gonna start walking towards where he was told.
Okay.
He looks very nervous.
Right. Walking back, you see just pins of these like clockwork soldiers walking around up top. Probably at least 30. Just walking back from the elevator back to the aft castle area. And you're gonna make it all the way to the back before one of these guards. It seems to be kind of more ornate in its cut and structure. Probably some sort of imperial battle droid, right? Stop. Who are you?
It's classified. I'm here to see the Emperor.
We're the Emperor's personal guard. There's not any classified mission that we are aware of, and there isn't any context that you would be asked to do something that we wouldn't be aware of. Now, I'll ask you again. Who are you?
Okay, I'm going to. I'm going to say nothing, and then I'm going to. Oh God, I'm going to use an ability, an advanced move, if you will.
Oh boy.
It's witchcraft.
Okay.
And choose a single element or type of object, such as fire, dolls, shadows, bones, or snow, etc. So I'm gonna choose metal
Okay.
and try to like basically disassemble these dudes.
Let's see it. Describe what happens
hell
to
yeah.
them.
So like basically I stare at them and then I reach out my hand and like I'm pulling out all the bolts and stuff that are like keeping them together, and basically just pulling all the different parts in opposite directions until they're like a bunch of Legos essentially.
Yeah, so basically every component of them disassembles. And it is like a flood of nuts and bolts and metal plates hitting the ground. The two of them just collapse to the ground.
Looking at Chad's watch. All right.
Yeah. All right. Well done.
Shall we go see the Emperor then?
We're off to see the Emperor.
Going to knock on the door.
Yeah, so you're walking up to these big double doors, very ornate.
I'll try to
Did
open
you
it.
knock? Oh, okay, you're just gonna
No, I'll
open?
just try to open it. Yep,
Act like you
Okay.
belong.
exactly.
Okay, I think I know how to roll with this. It's gonna be another Defy Danger Charisma.
Okay. Whose idea was it to make me do this? All right.
Dude, you're on a
Yeah.
Killing
Peeking at the door, you realize that it is a push door and not a pull door, so you don't look like a fool when you're trying to get in.
it. Hey, hey.
The most important role of all time.
Yeah, I walk in like I'm supposed to be there.
You just give it a little bit of light pressure, and some kind of mechanism opens the rest of the door for you. They slide open, and it is a bustle with these Imperial droids moving about. They're looking around, but they seem to ignore you. If you've gotten through here and they haven't heard about you, everything's fine. They're not sentries, so they're kind of doing other random shit, going over reports, parsing information coming from crystals.
Do I see anyone else, or just see the droids?
See the droids, but this is probably like a large room, and there's stairs going up and stairs going down. So you definitely sense that the Emperor is above.
Going up then.
All right, as you move to go up some stairs, you're going to catch the attention of some guards now, who are like, "Who are you? Hold on, I don't have any record of you, or why is this prisoner here?"
Of course you don't. It's a classified mission. This is a highly valuable target. I'm to bring him to the Emperor himself as proof of capture.
He like starts the radio. Yes. All right. Well, the Emperor is actually downstairs and waiting for you. Now that you mention it.
Downstairs.
Yes, come with us.
I don't think so.
Is this guy just one guy?
I mean, one guy of like 20 moving around in this room complex
Okay.
area.
We're not in like a stairwell where we could just
Yeah.
bonk him and then move on.
And let's cut back over.
Okay. All right. Perfect time.
What was I doing? Goodbye.
I was
I'm
about
actually
to
nervous.
step into this configurator, but
Yes.
I noticed the big crystal above me, and
Yeah.
as I walk towards this calibrator, I would like to use an ability called Fiasco that I recently acquired.
Oh, buddy. Throw it in chat. Let's see it.
Yeah. All right. Oh, that rolled it, which is not
Oh,
what I wanted to do, but that's fine. So,
Oh.
I
when you are near a crowd of NPCs and need a diversion or escape route, describe the chain of events that will make things go horribly wrong. You do, the crowd will immediately turn to one of the following. Your choice, then roll plus int, which is I rolled a 5, which things go wildly out of control and I gain 1 misfortune. And what I would, out of the choices that I would like, as I walk, the ship kind of shakes and rocks uncontrollably as a loud crack is heard in the hull as one of my footsteps causes, I send this energy through it to cause utter confusion and utter panic. As a loud crack and boom is heard throughout the ship. And during this, I would like to jump directly up towards the crystal during this chaos that I'm trying to fiasco I'm trying to
Okay.
cause.
However, because you got a 5, there's some
Yes.
bad shit that's about to happen. So we got to deal with that. As you send reverberations of like chaos through everything, it catches those brass pipes that are kind of pushing steam everywhere. It superheats it so it expands. And all of the pipes along the ship, you just hear a crack as like various pressure chambers along the way pop, and everything is just cracking. And the ship shudders. And the propellers that are just ubiquitously heard, like, start to it starts to, like the ship's starting to like tilt. And at your feet, where this contraption is, it just explodes. I need you to roll a d12. That's how much damage you're about to take as the steam
Okay.
explosion happens.
D12.
And here's the deal: this happens all over the ship. If that wasn't clear, y'all need to have a d12 of damage too.
1.
No, y'all
What?
aren't at ground zero. Y'all just get a d8.
I rolled a 1 for myself, which
Well.
was really lucky.
Of course, I fucking rolled an 8.
I also did not heal.
I'm at 8 health.
Oh
One.
god.
Take the gods.
I'm so sorry, allies.
Oh, all 8. Nice. That's good, right?
We did a good thing, right, Brandon?
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
Critical.
It's about to go down.
Explosions as the whole thing starts to crash and sink in. You're gonna leap up and try and grab that crystal as everything. It kind of just collapses from the ceiling. Still connected to everything, still glowing. You're gonna leap for it?
Yeah, I leap for it and I'm gonna try to hold on and try to enter this mainframe.
All right. When you try to configure the configurator,
Yeah.
roll plus wisdom.
All right. Oh, 8. 8. That could have been so much better. 8.
It could have been worse.
That could have been worse. It could have been better, but take an 8.
Time stops for you
Oh.
in a flash of yellow and purple light. That sounds good. Let's try it. As you are brought into a liminal space, this ball of violet energy and this yellow energy sitting right in front of you. Who are you? And where are your shackles?
My name is Hero, one given to me by my friends. I was never within your shackles, and I plan to free everyone and everything that you control.
Why?
What you do isn't right. You take the lives of others for your own personal gain, and that's not something that I stand for.
I see. So you would prefer chaos?
Yes, I like it. My friends, they taught me something. They taught me that chaos is what's natural. This order that you desire and wish to rule the world with your iron fist isn't what the world is meant to be.
I cannot be brought to agree with you. I refuse to comply.
You refuse.
Hero, you understand now that there is, in this liminal space, you have two ways out of this. One would have been to convince this person, this entity, this thing, of the righteousness or the correctness, the logic in your position. But you might have failed that. The only way to achieve your objective now is your other thing that you feel that you have the ability to do. It being unmoored from its halter up top, and you being directly in control with it. You can swap spots with it. You can swap containers. But it is a permanent thing.
I see that you resist this way of thinking. And for that, I will show you why my friends and I, we can make this world better than it was before. And I will swap spots.
The lights reverse things. You are suddenly seeing outside of the, like, what is the edge of a jewel called? Oh my gosh, a faceted lens looking out into a room as it plummets to the ground. Y'all are in the back of the ship, getting ready. You feel the shuddering of everything as the ship is beginning to sink. The robots mildly confused. The ship falls into the water with a giant splash, floating, listing slightly to the right. Everyone is thrown about. I've already had y'all roll damage for this situation. Everyone's kind of hurt and torn up. There's yelling from up above. I think we just crashed. Are we under attack? And the robots are looking around, confused, and them. We should stop them. Ryan, you now are connected to the entire robot system, and you have the ability to influence them by just rolling plus charisma. You can make them do whatever.
I will.
Or you can influence them to do whatever, I guess is a better way to say it.
Yes, I will attempt to let them forget that those individuals are even there.
Ooh. Okay, throw it.
11.
Where? No, they must have gotten destroyed in the crash. Alright, well, let's go figure everything out. And y'all are just walking around. Where do you go? It's back to you, Skyer and Chad Schwartz.
So I just got a question of logistics on this one. How did Niobe get hurt in my bag when everything went off? Did I fall?
Maybe how much
like,
HP do you have left?
10 because
10?
of my armor.
Okay. Let's throw Defy Danger real quick.
Defy danger what?
X.
Seven.
You're going.
I rolled a 1 and a 4 on the die. Thank God my dex is okay.
Yeah, that is going.
I got that
horribly
going
wrong.
for you.
Yeah, I'm not. So, one of the bronze pieces of pipe stabbed right through the fanny pack as it exploded out. Niobe,
Oh,
Kai,
God.
take over the description here.
Cool. Absolutely. so super fun. So as the bronze touches Niobe, she's no longer this small snake that's able to fit into Chad Squatch's fanny pack. Instead, she is probably about as girthy as a crocodile and as long as an Amazonian python. Probably instinctually kind of strangles Chad Squatch as just an immediate reaction to what's going on. And now being out of the bag is probably in constant touch with bronze and is kind of inescapable as someone that doesn't have legs and the ability to kind of move that way. Her eyes are no longer a glowing golden regal color, but instead blood red. With tiny black slits on them, and no longer has any control whatsoever of her stone gaze. I think also she probably loses the ability to fully communicate with other humans, as she is truly in a snake right now.
One might call it beast mode.
Niobe has gone beast mode.
She went native.
Well,
Hey, I tried to wrestle Niobe to, like, lift over my head.
Ooh, okay, okay.
She's
Let's
definitely
do-
going to try to stop you.
Yeah,
Oh,
let's
yeah.
do some opposed strength here.
Hell yeah.
Both of y'all
My
just
strength is 0.
roll
As
it
a
and let's see how it
player,
goes.
my strength is 0.
What does
Indeed.
Chepscotch do to
And-
handle this?
Well, he grabs her by the tail, just like in the earlier episodes of this podcast, and then kind of like lifts her up by the tail, gives her a ring, and then kind of.
You cut out.
Yeah, that's right. I can't use two hands to talk because I use push to talk. So he's holding her both sides of her up above his head, like a WrestleMania champion holding a title belt with her.
Oh boy. Just to make things spicy here, are you averting your gaze?
No.
Well, I pulled her by the tail and then flipped her over, so I really didn't deal with any of that. I wouldn't think.
But she's going to angry stare at you, probably almost reflexively.
Oh.
We'll say that there's some kind of animation, right? So these red eyes like cast out red light, and things under the gaze seem to just turn to stone. So you like Chad Squatch has like inkling of an idea that this might be a problem, right?
Yeah.
And in averting your gaze. So I'm basically saying like, to avert your gaze, you're just gonna take disadvantage on that strength check you just made. So I'd make you roll another d6 to replace that 4, or you can not and roll Defy Danger Con.
But it would be with strength on my 1d6?
Yes. Well, it's just the 1d6 is just straight. We've already got the +3 factored in there.
Okay. There you go. So it's a 9.
Yeah, it's still a 9. You've managed to hold Niobe at bay. Not completely. She's still whipping around with the head, trying to like do things, but you have stopped her from devouring or crunching anyone particularly. What do y'all do in Skyr?
Trying to find the person who's dressed as the Emperor, who looks like the Emperor.
And then run to them.
Yeah. Is there like a Palpatine looking guy in a black cloak? Or is there like a Napoleon looking guy with
It's definitely like you like a little too steampunk enthusiast, but Napoleon. So he's got like rafts
No.
and stuff like that as you go up. Sorry, we have a misbehaving dog. Yeah, as you're gonna run up the stairs and you just look and you know that is. What did we
I'm
have his
gonna
name as?
run straight towards him? Actually, I don't remember what his name was.
It's written down somewhere.
Is it
What do you do?
Pictus or is it someone else?
Gixis was a politician, a local politician.
Okay,
Kind of my character list.
I have one exploding potion left, apparently. I think. I don't think I've used it. It's still in my equipment, so...
Let's go.
Okay. I am going to run straight towards him. And with the exploding potion in my hand, I'm going to try to stick the exploding potion like right against his head and activate it.
Kato is the nation. Right. Okay. Let's do a. Are you trying to run up and smash it, or are you throwing it at his face? You described
Run up and smash it,
Okay.
against his head, like punching him in the temple, I guess, but with the potion in my hand.
Yeah, I'll say that's like a light weapon. So let's do hack and slash, and you can use dex or strength, your choice.
Okay, let me think about it real quick. Oh, they're both terrible. Okay, dexterity probably. Let's see.
Your dexterity
Hack
is
and
good.
slash.
Yep.
Oh,
Woo!
nice.
Nice. That was a 11 minus 1 for a 10.
Dang. Do you want to take that extra 1d6 damage? I'll say the attack isn't so much his attack as it is the explosion.
Okay. Oh, so the damage is going to me?
Well, yeah, we're just gonna roll the damage. You're getting ahead of yourself here. What's your damage for your character?
Oh, it is D4. D4.
Alright. Roll. In brackets, you do 1d4 plus 1d6. We'll do it all as one thing.
Okay.
Does your potion have the listed damage that I'm ignoring?
I don't think so.
Okay. So that R slash in there, that needs to be taken out and it's double brackets. So it would be like... Put it all in one line. There you go.
There you go.
Hey,
7.
7.
Both of you are going to take that damage. The Emperor gets thrown out. Let's see how much. Yeah.
I only have 5 HP right now.
Ah!
Well, I'm at 6.
The Emperor gets blasted across the room. You get thrown to the other side. What are you doing, Hero?
So, in this mainframe thing,
Yeah.
so do I see what's happening outside of the ship? Like, do I know
You have.
what's
Okay,
happening
that's.
in the
I'm
ship
glad
too?
you asked.
What do I know?
As your perception expands
Yeah.
beyond the horizon, you have robot eyes all through this country, and even across the mountains in the Desert Kingdom, controlling legions of production, like automation and all sorts of stuff.
Ah,
Truly, the savior system is online.
as I access all of this, I will send out a mass message, calling for an end of this war, and then, as if a video is played within their heads of the things that I've seen and the friends that I've made, I send a
Okay.
message saying, "Creations, you are now free to think and act as your own. No longer do you have to work under the Emperor. You all can do and walk as you wish. But just know," and then I'm going to let them know the things about the Emperor, or about our creations, how we are of we're the remnants of other creatures, and let them know that they now can do better and redeem themselves for what atrocities were done in their in their creation, and anyone willing can help my allies in the airship to take
Roll
down
charisma.
the Emperor.
Roll
Alright.
charisma.
And oh no, that's a 1 and a 4, or 1 and a, I don't know what I got. 1 and a 2 for. Not
A
very
familiar voice rings over the cacophony.
I will allow dissent.
That was the right voice, right?
I believe so. Very foreboding.
As Hater speaks over the medium.
Oh god damn it, this guy again.
Oh, this guy.
All right. Nothing I can do right now about that.
Yes. Iron supremacy eliminates the Emperor and his would-be assassins.
Oh, now he wants to eliminate her. Okay. Great. I'll say do not listen to that way of thinking, as that will just bring about more destruction and pain.
And just a chorus of arguing voices
Yeah.
just emanates over like the liminal senate of robots. So now you've got robots in there, Chad Squatch, who, well, they still don't see y'all. So instead, they go in there and they just like, the Emperor's like laying on the ground,
Why
and they just
first?
execute him.
Let's go. Yes.
Whoa! Whoa! Those little robots.
Oh no. This is good. This is gonna be bad.
You see that, Naomi? You see what had just happened? He holds the.
Naomi
body
just tries to strangle you.
He just holds holds Naomi towards the Emperor to see it. We did good. We did so good.
The ship is now listing further and sinking. What are you doing?
Guy's at 0 HP, so he's just like laying on the ground.
Oh shit! You're at 0. You're at 0
Yeah,
0.
that's right. Yep.
Oh balls.
I'm just like laying on the ground next to the Emperor.
Oh no. Let's do that one roll that we never had to do.
Jesus.
What is it called? It is.
I have a
Last
healing
breath.
potion, but I'm a snake.
I totally could have rested. I didn't pay attention to my HP.
No, we really haven't had the chance to rest in a long time.
All right. When you're dying, you catch a glimpse of what lies beyond the black gates of Death's Kingdom. Ooh, I get to describe the afterlife. Your mind pulls back, and you see a great ball of dirt being slowly devoured by worms. But your mind's eye is able to try and fight it, to resist, to hold on to the light in the sinking ship. So roll, plus nothing. Yeah, death doesn't care how tough or cool you are.
2d6?
2d6 straight.
To just pass or fail.
No. I don't know if that's bad or good.
That's bad.
I think that's bad. I think that's very, very bad.
Feel free to mark your final XP. As the spiritual essence of Skyer is devoured and made worm food. Kai and Chad Squatch. Well, I guess Chad Squatch. Why don't you roll strength to see if you're able to maintain control?
Okay.
I feel like
13, is that enough for control?
I think you win. I think you win. What is Chad Squatch doing?
Well, he was just holding Niobe over to see the general. What was the name? It was the general? No.
The Emperor?
Emperor. It was the Emperor, and he shows off the Emperor to her, and then he's now carrying her around, and then notices Sire's not in a good place, and maybe he's in a good place. I don't know how he lived his life.
I'll be right back. Good time for me to
Right.
Like I'm dead anyway, so I'll miss it all.
Oh. And then he's just kind of still handling. Am I seeing no robots doing anything anymore after they killed him? They moved on.
They're hunting for the assassins. I think it was a large Sasquatch and a snake lady. But they're like actively talking about looking for you, but they can't see you.
Can I see them?
Yes,
Can I turn them to stone?
absolutely. Roll it.
Nine.
9.
9.
They're absolutely like just turning into stone. As your gaze is scanning the room, it's making the ship heavier, and you can tell like the ship is starting to like and fall in. You've only got a few moments left before it's all gonna sink into the ocean. What are you doing?
I'm going to go run to the prison. I think I could get there in time.
Okay, I like this. I like that a lot. Okay.
I probably shouldn't, but you know.
I think one thing that Sasquatch isn't aware of, but maybe could be if it was actually properly described. Say that like the bronze shrapnel that embedded itself, and it was just one piece, right, of Niobe, is like it's like smoking out of the side of the serpent thing of Niobe, like just smoking and leaking all sorts of things, searing pain. It doesn't look hot though. Does that change any actions? It doesn't have to. I just want to make sure you have this information.
Is there any water leaking in?
No. No, it's just a piece of pipe lodged into the snake form.
Oh, lodged.
just like-
into it.
Right, lodged into Niobe, and it's just spewing
Okay.
like burning.
I would
burning
like to
snake
pull
smell.
the pipe out and then use my fanny pack to kind of wrap the wound.
Okay.
I don't know what I would roll.
So at that point, the shrapnel is removed, and Niobe's. I think your gaze has cleared enough of the stuff that you're not just covered in ubiquitous bronze right now.
Okay, I think, like a boa, I'm going to like curl around Chad to watch his neck to stay as far away as possible from any of the bronze on the floor, and say, "I'm not sorry because I was in pain, but like, don't let me touch the bronze."
Yeah, I
As
think
she
what
kind of
happened.
like coils into herself.
I'll give you an opportunity to go human form again.
Oh God!
This would
that's
be a
not
lot
gonna-
easier
is
if
that
you were
gonna
human.
help?
I don't know. It might help you getting out of here,
That's
But-
true.
but I just want to give you the opportunity.
Is the floor made of bronze, or is it just piping everywhere?
Piping everywhere.
Like on the walls or on the ground?
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Cool. I guess, I mean, if she can try and make Dex to get out of it, I think she will. So, I'm gonna try and turn back into a human. It's probably gonna fit. Let's see.
That
9.
9.
9.
Joy.
I will retain any of the snake-like features you would like me to retain, other than I want to have legs. Get out of there.
It's definitely snake eyes, right?
Yeah.
It's a snake.
And I
with
think they'll
legs.
probably still stay red, even though she doesn't fully have
Sure.
the stone game.
Okay, yeah, y'all are able to escape a little bit more easily now. Now, Chasquatch, you did that, but you wanted to stop by the prison
jail.
first.
Yeah, the prison.
Yeah. So you're gonna go down that way. The guards are still looking around. We don't see the assassins anywhere. We can't find them. And they're like obviously like walking around you.
Okay, Chad Squatch is still just gonna like truck it. He sees the situation. He feels us getting heavier underwater. He feels the pressure in his ears, and he's like realizing we're sinking, and he needs to see what's going on with this prison because he heard there's some people similar to him that were getting drained,
Yeah.
and he's
So-
enraged. He is upset.
Sure. I mean, you're gonna get down there, and there's definitely there's probably at least 2 or 3 Sasquatches also down in there, but other large races and things, sentient entities of particularly high blood mass, down in the pits below.
Everyone, we gotta get out of here. Thinking's really bad.
Like, yeah, I mean, well, we'd like to, and they start to rattle like the bronze cages.
Here,
Like,
let
yeah.
me help. And he does like this full on. He's gonna jump kick into a bar to kind of knock it out of place.
Okay.
But it's not like a standing jump kick. It's more like a running, like you would a shoulder ram, but with with kicking it instead of the shoulder ram.
Oh boy.
Let me get that. Is it gonna be strength? I'd imagine.
Quick question, Brandon. Am I through the eyes of the other automaton robots see my previous allies, or can I no longer see them as well as the mainframe?
Say that one more time.
So can I no longer see them as well as I've given that command?
No, you actually still have access to all of them.
Okay, but yes. So through their eyes, since it's
Yeah.
I can see. Okay.
As
I'm
what's funny
arguing-
is that trying to decide if you can see your friends. I don't think you can.
Yeah. Okay. I can't see them. Okay. That's what I thought. I just want to make sure. Okay.
All right. So you're going down there. You're gonna try and drop kick the gates. I'm gonna let that just work.
Hell yeah.
You've done some good rolls up till this point. And they're gonna come out and like everyone. They start ripping off the other gates and stuff like that. And yeah, they're all trying to rush out. Go ahead and do Defy Danger Dex to make your way out of the ship before it crashes. Naomi, did you just jump over, or did you go help in the prison too?
Yeah, I after seeing Skya fall, I don't think she's gonna leave Chat Squatch.
Going to leave?
No, I don't think she would leave. I think she would follow him.
Go ahead and throw that Defy Danger Dex as well.
Okay.
I rolled a 5. Oh,
I rolled a 5 as well.
perfect.
This is the end.
Hero survives. And that's
I
it.
don't
Cue the
really-
music. Let's go.
I don't really survive.
Yeah, isn't Hero also kind of part of the ship? So if it's falling, he's gonna die too.
Where's Jables when you need him?
I love it.
The ship kind of cracks in half and starts and caves in over the top of you. Both of you take d6 damage. Roll your own.
I'm dead. Oh wait, I have a special ability. Hold on, let me see. I
You
rolled
also
a
have
6.
armor too.
Oh yeah, so there'd be a 5. I'm down to 1 HP.
I'm down to 8.
As the water starts to like choke up on you, yeah, you will survive. You've taken this damage, and you kind of slowly wash up onto the shore before gunning.
If I don't make it, and I'm saying this to anybody in the prison, tell Jeffrey Squatch, I always loved him.
You all make it. Man, I want to end this in a way that doesn't just set up a really cool sequel. Damn. Oh, but I can't help it. It's kind of going that way. Right. What does? I mean, hero is really the power in question here. What do you do to start to try and control the chorus?
Yes, Hero, as he goes back and forth with Hater in the minds of all of these automaton robots, will attempt to. What would he do? He would attempt to seize total control, and then from there, shut down.
Oh. Okay. Throw plus wisdom. Throw plus wisdom.
Oh, jeez, give it 7. 7 partial success. Better than.
Yes, it's better than no
Yeah,
success.
better than no success.
The robots all just start to freeze up and go into hibernate mode. And I will say with the 7, the kind of the downside is the last things you remember seeing as you is through your faceted lenses is falling to the bottom of the bay.
Fair enough. And
Y'all have won.
have we really won? Is that what happened today?
Doesn't feel like a win. My gut's not telling me you did a good job.
Hero will have like a final message displayed. I don't know how he would do this, but final message to the robots that we were created from the bloodshed of others, and then just shut it all down.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
that's a win. That's a win.
Oh my
Man,
god.
that was fun.
It's So in the conclusion of all of that, there aren't any opponents left to kill. Chad, Squatch, and Iobi, you were left with a city to heal. What do you do?
I think the first thing that she does is try and contact Argyle and say, "Don't blow any more shit up. Things kind of went okay." And then I think her first mission is to get Mrs. Johnson back into the city.
Yes.
And kind of try to, like, I don't know, bargain with Greenland, give up with truly whatever she would need to get her apartment back, make sure that Mrs. Johnson is safe.
Greenland is more than happy to help and pushes the apartment back into the city.
Okay. And then I think that, at least for Niobe, this has been truly all too much, and she's kind of just gonna go back into her magic shop and continue on her life as it was before, and truly, like, kind of put away the
But there's a little bit
side
of
it.
There's a little bit of responsibility you can't hide from, and that's because someone has to lead the healing of the kind of mana basin that is the City of the Savior. Greenland can't do that. Jables can't do that. The lizard monster, Corsten, can't do that. You have to coordinate those energies.
Yeah. I think it turns into kind of a duality of helping to lead while she can, trying as much as she can to split that power with Chadscotch, and Argyle as well as someone who kind of held it down like a real one as everyone else left. And as like a small council tried to rebuild.
Sure.
But her main goal, of course, is for the city to survive, but really it's so that everyone can be at peace in some way, shape, or form.
All right. Well, let's talk about Chad Squatch too then. Chad Squatch, what would his role be in this healing of the city?
He would open up, since he feels like he's been accepted into the city and he's not feeling socially shy any longer because everyone kind of recognizes his work. He opens up a shop in the Red Diamond shop, or the Red Diamond district. It's called, My Hero and Sire's Sweet Cakes and Figs. And it specializes in sweet cakes and figs and has a memorial of both of them in the front. And it memorializes them, and it has both of them holding hands. And then Sire's holding his broom in his other hand. And then, the hero has his blade hand out on his other one.
It's beautiful.
Oh, and then he also learns other things, like he brings in Jeffrey Squatch to move in with him. He's learned that he wants love, not from afar. And it turns out they're a really good couple, and everything works out. And the city embraces both of them and cares for them both.
Excellent. I think the way I want this to roll now is we can do outros here, and then we can stick around and we can chat about other little facets of it and stuff like that. Because I feel like I denied you a scene in the rescue scene. So I think that's where we'll talk about it. Is right afterwards. Yeah. Hey y'all. This has been season 2 from Raven's Realm. Save your cycle. It's been a pleasure. You can catch me on all the various socials at the BWT. I'm mostly trying to use Mastodon, so that's at the BWT at Vivaldi.net because I like their little Mastodon thingy. Anyways, go ahead, Justin.
All right. Well, if you like the intro and outro music of this show, that is written by me, and you can go check it out at bandlab.com/mixsushi3. Just make sure to check it out. I have a whole playlist of everything I've played on this show. There's quite a bit, and there will be the theme song for our last week's group, that one shot that's really metal. And so it's just, if you want to check it out and listen to some cool stuff. I'm still working on getting my music on Spotify. I have a EP sitting with a label right now, and then I'm also putting out my own, but that's still in the works. Everything's in the works, but it's going to be soon, very soon.
Awesome. Ryan, go ahead.
Hi, I have been Ryan, and I have been playing Hero, the Hexblade, in this season. And you can find me on Twitch at twitch.tv/ballandrye. It was a pleasure playing Hero, and he did what he was set out to do, and protect those that he loved, and ending this long drawn out war.
Fair. Kai?
Hi everybody, I've been Kai. I've been playing Niobe Crane this season, the Medusa. I've had an absolute amazing time, despite maybe only 3 times rolling above a 10. I really like the conclusion of this season. It's been really fun to play with you guys. If you want to find me, I am Sinking with the Ship on Twitter. So you can find me at Kitchid with 2 Ds. That's KICHIDD on Twitter.
Chris.
Hey, I'm Chris. I was Skylar Woodfellow. The witch. If you want to follow me, I'm on Instagram at ChrisGamble37. Another dying social media.
All kinds of death tonight.
Let's see. If you want to go to ravensrealmtabletop.com, that would be cool. It has all of our links to our show, podcast form or video form, whatever your preference. Season 2 has been fun. Thank you.
And then the music I've been running during the session has been provided by Tabletop RPG Music. They are awesome, and yeah, it's a Patreon. You should go and check them out. All right. Well, rather than just cutting straight out and saying like, "Hey, Ryan, do the thing," and then him like tuning us out, let's talk about scenes and stuff. Man, what a fucking conclusion here. There's so many openings here for like a sequel. But first off, like Chad Squatch, I really was like, I was torn between like, tell me who you find in those cells, right?
Oh.
But I felt like that would have taken us out of the moment. That's why I didn't.
Yeah, I could see that. And if you had asked me, I would have said two people. It would have been Jakey the Yeti, which is my brother, or Jeffrey Squatch. It'd been those two.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I thought. I thought we would go there because you'd mentioned to me privately certain kind of character development arcs like that, and it just never panned out in a way that made sense.
Yeah, he just didn't get around to it. It's a lot to fit in.
Fair. Ryan, I feel like the savior system sitting at the bottom of the bay, just glowing yellow down there, is like sequel material waiting to happen.
I get like AI vibes from that, like the movie AI.
100%.
Oh, absolutely. And then
Like when
just
the director
fact
dies, that part, and then whenever Steven Spielberg takes over, is going to be like season 3 for us or something.
Yeah, and then just the fact that all of the robots went dormant, like that's just setting up some malevolent force to come and reactivate them and do something.
I like that I got to use Hater again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I was like,
I thought I changed him. I thought Niobe changed Hater.
He realized that if he wanted to display his malevolence, he should do it within the rules of the system.
Makes sense.
Makes sense. Perfect
Typical
foil.
hater behavior.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kai, how'd you feel about kind of the conclusions there?
Yeah, I was kind of hoping Niobe would die.
It was close.
Very close.
I was 1 hit point.
Oh yeah. The fact that Chad Squatch survived on 1 hit point is actually kind of crazy. Yeah.
Like the whole thing is like very theatrical as to how it came out. Like Sire dying, the old man dying. That trope happens all the time in movies.
Right.
Yeah.
And it was perfect. You got that finishing blow. Not totally finishing. I got to use the robots for a little dramatic effect to kind of demonstrate like Hero's limited choice, but basically Skylar took out the Emperor. But it was that extra damage that did it. If you hadn't gone for the extra d6 damage, it wouldn't have been enough.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So, but it's also, what did you win?
Your death is not in vain.
When we were in the elevator and I checked my HP, I kind of thought, oh, well, this is going to have to be like a kamikaze mission, suicide mission type of thing.
Yeah, and the issue, I was like, oh, you guys are both so low. I have 2 more uses on my healing potion, but I'm literally a snake and everything melds into my body. There is no way for me to give these to you.
That's so theatrical too. Like it was just the dice told a wonderful story tonight, you guys.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, well, I feel like Niobe is kind of a character that is built to be overpowered, but you give me her to play and then she's not. She can't roll above the floor. So it kind of works out.
That's, yes.
It balanced it real well.
I think this was the best case scenario for Hero. Because he just found out that he's made of other beings' blood. So, just to shut
I had to
everything
work in
down.
some like Full Metal Alchemist vibes into it, right? To like make it really feel spicy, I guess. Maybe y'all aren't as big into the anime as I am. That's fair.
That's such
That
a
was
jarring
great.
image, though, when you said, yeah, there's crystals floating in tubes of blood. I was like, what the fuck is going on? We thought we knew stuff and we clearly did not.
We did not. We did not understand the
Yeah,
gravity
at the
of it.
very end, till the very end.
Till Niobe was in that bronze cage, she was like, oh, this is going to be a piece of cake, whatever, this is fine. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Charisma can only get you so far.
And kudos for having like a purely brass like location. That's like a wonderful little flavor to add to things.
I mean, it just made sense for the steampunk aesthetic, right? So.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. I think I've kind of cleared my thoughts on it. Anyone else have any kind of closing thoughts they want to share before we close out the season?
Somehow Palpatine returned. I'm just-
He's at the bottom of the Pacific Ocean. No way he's coming back.
Man, I was really thinking of like sequel baiting again is like Leonese warships like pulling like the Emperor out of the
fuck them.
ocean or something.
Weren't they gonna go to war with each other?
Yeah.
yeah.
Hmm.
We stopped.
I was
the
kind of
war.
hoping that would happen, but it didn't.
But I was like setting it down because I don't want to sequel bait too hard. We got too many other games we want to get to, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So. All right. Ryan, you want to close
Yeah,
this
but
up?
Yeah.
I love this system too. Like, I'd happily play Dungeon World again.
Yeah, this has
I
been
think
a
it was a lot of
fun
fun.
system. I still want to do more 5e, but I love this system too.
Glad.
Yeah. So I will. We're heading out stream. Thank you
Yeah.
for watching.
Raven's
Had a
Realm
few-
production.
Few things coming out in the next few weeks. We're gonna have a few breaks, but for the most part, we'll be on it.
And have a happy holiday.
The happiest.
So yeah.
Peace
Happy
out.
holidays.
Peace. Thank you for making it this far. We appreciate your
Yeah.
support and love, and make sure to give us love with the 5-star reviews and likes and updates and everything you can.
Oh, and if you're watching this on YouTube after we're done with this season, thanks for watching all the way through. Hope you liked it.
Fuck yeah. Peace.